Hitting midlife crisis? Bro, you're only 26. Hello and welcome back to the L.JPEG channel. My name is L, aka L.JPEG, hence the channel name. And on this channel I do two things. I like to talk and I like to eat. And if you want to join me on my journey of my hobby doing YouTube, then hit the like and subscribe. And today we're gonna have a chat vlog where I put up a poll on Instagram and I respond to your feedback, something like that lah. Welcome to the chat vlog. So the first response: I'm hitting midlife crisis and don't know what to do with my life. I'm going to tell you something that a lot of people feel lost regardless of age, whether you're even 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, even 60 years old. Being lost is just a part of the process or your journey to succeed. And if you ask me, I even know relatives or people or friends, parents who are still lost in their 60s. It's just because that sometimes you are in an environment where you think that this is what you always wanted to do, or you always had a dream or a career, and then you've been working so hard towards it, and when you're there, you're suddenly like, alamak, I'm not as happy I thought I would be. And then you hit this barrier of maybe I want to do something else. Or the second category, sometimes you grew up or being dictated by your parents. It is very possible, and I know a lot of friends and families who go through this as well. They are dictated by their parents of what they should do since young, and they hit a point in life where they are unsure of who they are because they were always taught or told what to do. I'm not saying it is completely wrong. There are pros and cons towards it, because some people really sincerely rely on their parents for guidance or what they should do in their career, in life, and so on. But that may be also a reason why you might feel lost along the way, because you want to do something else. And if you ask me, okay, sometimes in life you have to put your foot down, because trying something new or putting yourself in a new environment can be helpful for your mental health, because you know that you want to try something different. It's not for anyone else but yourself. So let's get all these opinions of other people out of the picture. Do not try to conform towards people's expectations of how you should be, as long as it's like legal, as long as you know what you want to try to do. I suggest you just do it. Or you have to have a firm conversation with someone like your parents who has dictated you all your life on what you should do. Have that very difficult, heavy emotional conversation and just be practical and say, Mom and Dad, I want to try to do this, and if I fail, I will take accountability. It's not your fault. You raised me well. I just want to try this. By the way, being lost just means you are early in the process of finding yourself. Remember that, my friend. Don't ever forget that. I need some money. Let's plan a heist soon. My goodness. I understand that COVID-19 and all this lockdown has limited us in terms of career, or I'm going to speak for myself. For example, I used to do events almost every single day straight for like 2 years, and that was my income, and I was very comfortable. And suddenly all of my events got cut, and I had to adapt, and I ventured into new businesses and I tried it out. Although I only earn 10% now of what I used to earn last year or early last year, basically before COVID. And I had to do a lot of adjustments in my lifestyle, because sometimes I know it's hard, it's difficult. It's an emotional decision to cut down on your lifestyle because you're just not used to it. I mean, you used to live life differently, and now you have to adapt and cut back down. So thankfully, Alhamdulillah, my overhead expenses are not high. So for me, I'm a very practical person, because sometimes you may have an income problem where you have to make certain sacrifices. Just like anything in life, you cannot have everything. So you have to be very, very, very honest with yourself and cut down on your lifestyle wherever you can. Like, let's say you used to go to restaurants every week. Maybe now you go once in 2 weeks. and that might help, because right now a lot of people are struggling with income, and I suggest that if you have a problem with your income and there's no way to earn the same like you used to, it's time to check back on your expenses where you can cut down. That's the most practical advice I can give. So hopefully you do well, my friend. Okay, moving on. I'm worried what's going to happen this year. My friend here is worried about what's going to happen. So I'm going to tell you the reality is that we are never able to exactly know what's going to happen next, whether it's the next hour, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, or the next second. It's merely impossible. It is something which we can never know for sure. Okay, only God knows what's going to happen tomorrow or the next hour and whatnot. But the thing is, I always like to tell people this story. Let's say tomorrow you're looking forward to go Disneyland tomorrow, right? And then you're going to make a drive to Disneyland. And then tomorrow comes and then you're in a car, you're driving with your family to Disneyland. For example lah, Legoland lah in Johor, right? Okay, you're making a drive to Legoland and suddenly the tire gets punctured, right? It's possible. It might happen, but you do not know that. But even if it does happen, you are going to take the necessary steps to fix the tire, and you're going to continue your journey towards Legoland, and you're going to reach there eventually, and you're going to have a good time with your family. Are you going to let that punctured tire ruin the entire journey towards what you or where you want to go? I know it's pretty deep right now, but it's true. Are you going to let one punctured tire ruin your entire journey of somewhere you always wanted to go? Another example, you always wanted to work in this company, right? And suddenly your resume gets rejected. Are you going to give up just because you get one rejected? You get rejected once? No, because if you really believe that it's your dream job, you're going to try 10 other companies in the same industry. That's the reality. We do not know whether we're going to get accepted, but the key point here I'm trying to tell you is we continue to be hopeful, we continue to try. Things are going to be very difficult. There's going to be many barriers along the way, but do not give up and always try your best, because at least you can say to yourself, I tried my best and this is what happened, and maybe I'm going to try something else. Positivity is key, and you can always be negative and pick on the smallest things that can ruin everything in your day, in your week, in your month, in your year. You can wake up and say that today is going to be a bad day, but you can also wake up and say today is going to be a good day because I'm going to make it a good day. Do not expect it to be a good day. You are responsible for the decisions throughout the day. So I hope that helps. Next response. College assignments is bothering you. Okay, when I was in college or in my university days, I used to always ask myself, what on earth is this assignment going to help me with the future? Or I know for a fact that I'm never going to use all these concepts and whatnot. That may or may not be true for you, but what college assignments taught me was how to work with people, different people with different opinions, which is what you're going to face all your life, and how to communicate with them and how to manage my time. So basically, doing something that I do not like with people who are different is such a challenge, and it has taught me a lot of communication skills and how to actually learn to coexist with people who are very different than me. So that is the hikmah or the silver lining behind these useless college assignments, is to know what to do, how to speak, how to communicate, how to manage your time doing something you do not like, and being responsible about it. So I guess that is the silver lining. And sometimes in life you just have to do what you have to do. That's the reality, kan? I mean, you cannot like every single thing about life. You just have to do what you have to do and get it done with, and move on to the next challenge, to the next challenge, to the next challenge. That's just the reality of this world that we live in. So I think I'm going to end my chat vlog here. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy this kind of content, hit the like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. So stay tuned. Thank you so much, take care, and I hope I give some perspective. See you in the next video. Bye bye.